Mr. VVenkatramani, the CFO of Greenply Industries, is here with us, and in a bit we'll touch base with Century Plyboard as well. Good afternoon, sir, and thanks so much for joining in. Your main business of plywoods has been under pressure of late, while MDF continues to show promise. What will be the company's focus from here on?
I think we will have focus on both the products because plywood still has a 70% share in the top line. But as far as building capacities for the future is concerned, we are concentrating primarily on MDF because we feel that it would have a stronger growth in the longer run than plywood. Coming to the case of online furniture retailing in India, we think that business segment will pick up strongly over the next 5 to 10 years. And when that happens, we'll see more organized domestic and international players entering the furniture industry, and which will lead to building up of fresh capacities in India. And as the industry gets more organized, we'll see automation increasing, which will contribute strongly to the growth of MDF.
All right, then, Mr. Venkatramani, could you tell us what's the current MDF capacity, what's the capacity utilization, and what have you planned for the future?
So we currently have a capacity of 180,000 cubic meters at the MDF plant in Uttarakhand. We are currently operating at about 95%, and we think optimum capacity utilization could range somewhere between 115 to 120%. And we are setting up a fresh capacity in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh, which will be operational sometime in the middle of calendar year 2018. The capacity of the new plant will be 360,000 cubic meters. So in a sense, we'll be tripling our existing capacity.
Okay. You've done about a 54 crore of profits in the first half of this fiscal year. Generally, the second half sees better demand. What's your sense of how you're likely to end FY16 with in terms of revenues and profits?
So I think we will have a slightly improved performance in the second half as compared to the first half. But we are not expecting any major improvements because secondary sales are still not happening strongly in the luxury and premium segments of the real estate industry. So as long as that does not show some positive trends, we cannot expect any major improvements in the plywood segment.
Okay, sir, but earlier you had cut your guidance from around 10 to 12% to around 6 to 8%. Would you hold on to that now?
Not really, because I think we are still some time when we expect some strong improvements to take place primarily in the plywood segment.
Okay, so margins in plywood would not be recovering anytime soon?
I think we will require more capacity utilization to happen. Right now we are operating at about 95%, and in the past we have operated in the range of about 118 to 120%. So at that peak capacity, I think margins could improve by 200 to 250 basis points.
All right, then, sir, one final question before we let you go. What's your planned capex for the MDF plant, and also how are you funding it?
We think the total investment could be in the range of about 600 to 650 crores, out of which we would fund about 300 crores from internal accruals and the balance from debt.
All right, thanks so much, Mr. Venkatramani, for joining in.